Could probably just max out the support tree. Yeah, might as well max out the support tree. There we go. We maxed out at least one tree, chat. But there was no trophy. Just going back to get all the skills that I didn't pick up from earlier. That we can't because we have to get more proficiency with Bulwark. It's not really worth it though, IMO. Allows more time to complete technical actions. Oh, okay, that's neat. I think with this is almost done. Oh, dude, we almost got the skill trees maxed out, but I think proficiency is the last thing I need. What weapon even is that? I don't even know what weapon that is. That, like, you have to, like, use the Bulwark or whatever. If I have it... Oh, this I need Singrani. I have no idea what those two weapons are. Yeah, okay. Do I have those right now? I have the Bulwarker. Oh, it's the piercing weapon. Yeah, you know what? I could probably get this a little higher up. I don't even have the other weapon though, so like for Rip getting the skill trees maxed out in the playthrough, because I have no idea what that other weapon is, and to be honest with you, I don't think I really care to look for it. If I have this weapon, I might as well get the max proficiency on it. Or not max, I think it just has to be level C, not even max. It's at level D right now. Completely unnecessary, but why not, right? Alright, here's hoping my DualSense controller can last like another, like, hopefully an hour to finish the game.
I must think of our next move.
Who's that person up there? Were they there before? And I don't remember. Armand! Hi!
Well, well. Fancy seeing you again. So, I was wondering, do you have a moment? There's a place I'd like to show you. Would you come with me?
Very well.
Great! Follow me. It's this way.
Yeah, the world's like not ending. We can afford
Okay.
time for this.
We're here. This is it.
This is...
It's pretty rare to have a whole field of weeping lilies, huh? This place was... well, it means a lot to me.
It's so beautiful.
I knew you'd like it. Glad I plucked up the courage to ask you here. You know how I said I've been looking for someone all this time?
You did.
I always acted like I was so sure I was going to find her. But to be honest, I'm thinking of giving up. I realized something the last time we met. I was only doing it out of desperation. But I think I'm finally ready to accept the truth. I'm never going to see her again.
But Should you have gone through so much to give up now? It may not be too late for you to...
She's dead. She's dead. I think I've known that all along. This is the spot where Nora was attacked by monsters. I just couldn't bring myself to accept that, you know? I wanted to believe she was still out there, somewhere. Sorry. You've got enough to worry about without hearing my life story.
Yeah, the world could be ending any minute.
It's just... I felt compelled to tell you, for whatever good that does me. Anyway, I think I'm finally going to settle down in a sleepy village someplace. Thanks for hearing me out.
No.
Maria! Are you okay there?
Why do you say my name like that?
Whoa. What is that?
Where could Armand have got to? He's been gone a while now. Armand! You're hurt! What's happened?
Run, Nora! Run!
Huh?
Soul Stalkers! Come on! We've got to get outside! Run!
What?
Dude,
Back, Nora! Just run!
where was this in the mid-game? Dude, I see exactly what they're doing, by the way.
Don't stop! Just keep running!
Armand?
It's okay. You go on ahead.
Armand, what are you...
Nora, meet me back here. In the field.
Armand, no! Let me come with you. Armand!
So Armand is supposed to be the Lucian of this game?
Who are you? Please. Don't kill me.
At last, my search is over. Superb. This is the soul I've been looking for.
What was that? Wait. Did you just see that too?
I was... attacked. Here.
This feels like something that should have happened in the mid-game.
I tried to save you. And...
Armand.
Nora!
Oh my word, screw off. Am I supposed to care?
Nora, I can't believe it. I never thought I'd see you again.
Armand. It's good to see you too.
Hey dude, Armin's the only human we ever see in any of the chapters, so that's the one he was looking for. It was Maria the whole time, as a human.
Alive. But, Nora, you look...
I know. Armand, I'm not human anymore. I was turned into a Valkyrie by Odin, who has tasked me to save this world.
Save the world.
Man, I wish this happened in the mid-game so I can actually, like, care. Like, for real. I can't feel invested when this is, like, the end of the game.
I don't care what Odin told you to do. Come with me.
Honestly, I agree with Armin.
Now,
You're human. You don't have to fight as one of his servants.
Armand.
Excuse me? Accept that you're a Valkyrie and do what must be done. Choose to be human, go with Armand. This feels like a branching pathway. Alright, well, I'm gonna take this chance to talk about how I feel about this. Yeah. So, this should have happened in the mid-game. I think this would be a kind of a neat scene. I mean, I still don't care. This would be a neat scene. First of all, this should have happened in the mid-game. It feels too late to put this kind of scene here. Second of all, I think it's kind of stupid. Like, yeah, Valkyrie's been having memories. I knew they were going to go like, oh, she's a human. I'm fine with that, you know? Because Lenneth has the same kind of memories. She gets memories and she's actually a human. But in Valkyrie Profile, you get this cutscene of her and Lucian like in the halfway point. Maybe a little over the halfway point. The point is, you get it like midway through. And for Valkyrie, like, she meets like 5 humans in the game. She meets her on Harriar. She meets Armin like in between getting Christopher, I think. I think it's after Cypher, before Christopher. She meets Armin. But like, oh, the Anhariar are her party members, so they can't be the one that... They can't be the one, like, the love interest, whatever you want to call it. But it turns out Armin, the only human in the game that you see... I get it, it's the end of the world, but still... Armin's, like, the only one we've encountered, so, like, oh, it has to be him. Of course they're gonna have some kind of love plot, but even then, it feels so forced. And again, this is so late in the game, so I'm kind of like, why should I care? Like, why should I care about this? So I honestly kind of want to accept that I'm a Valkyrie and do what must be done, because I could care less about Armin, and I can care less about this whole plot, this subplot of them being together. But, again, in Valkyrie Profile, you have, like, you save Lucian, in his backstory, like, Lucian and Valkyrie have their talk, and it's revealed Lucian's like, oh, you look familiar. I wonder why that is. And then Valkyrie's like, oh, I have no idea what you're talking about, because her memories are sealed. And eventually, when you send Lucian up, they have this really nice scene in the Weeping Lily Meadow. By the way, these are also Weeping Lily Meadow. I can't help but notice, but they seem to have plagiarized that one scene and just made a worse version of it. Or a more dull version. And they have their really nice talk where Lucian talks about Platina, the one he was with, and then Valkyrie, like, he asks her to take off the helmet, she takes off the helmet, they kiss, then they get separated, and they have a whole love story. Like, it takes place mid-game, so Lucian's backstory builds up to it really well, and then you get to see more of it throughout the game. But then in this game, it's like, yeah, we want to do something with the Valkyrie, let's just copy Valkyrie Profile, but not include any of, like, the build-up. We're just gonna have, like, oh, Armin, he's the only human in the game, that's the love interest. Like, it's just like, okay. I could have been down with this if you did something more with it. Either put this in the mid-game, or, I don't know, like, I feel like the game... I'll just say it in the credits, actually. Chat, I think I'm just gonna accept that I'm a Valkyrie. I feel like this is some kind of ending, but I could care less about Armin, so I'm not gonna do it.
I cannot. Not yet.
How come?
I know in my heart that I was once Nora. But this body is a Valkyrie. And as a god, there is still something that must be done.
But do you have to be the one to do it?
I am the only one who can. And if I run from it now, I shall regret it forever.
Okay.
Is stabbing...
I'm sorry,
Is stabbing Odin an option? Because if this is really like multiple endings...
Don't be. I'm just bitter I can't go with you. Go. I'll wait for you.
Man, if only they had more build-up, I could actually care about these two.
Thank you, Armand. I'll see you soon.
Good luck out there, Nora. Be safe.
Yeah, well. Dude, wasn't that optional? I didn't even have to encounter him, did I? Yeah, there's definitely multiple endings to this game. I don't even think I had to encounter him. That was out of my way. Alright, well, I'm glad I saw that because I want to say how, like, how forced that felt. Yeah, I'm not saying Profile had the best story in existence, but, like, yeah. This story feels like a really half-baked version of the original. They really were like, hey, Profile did this whole love story well, let's make a love story between these two. I don't know, because we can. Yeah, okay. Again, the game doesn't suck, it's just like... it's just fine. This is not a good game. This is not a game I would recommend. If someone were to ask me, what'd you think of the game? I'd be like, yeah, it's like average. It's okay. There are worse games to play. Goodbye. Did you have high expectations going into the game? No, not even. I had some expectations. I wasn't expecting this to be better than the original. I wasn't like, oh my word, I'm so excited for this game. But yeah, I had like mild expectations, but I was also keeping them in check because I know a different company made this game. Let me say this, I was not expecting to like this more than the original, and I don't. Like, not even close. Even the combat, I think I prefer the tactical, turn-based combat of the original. Even if this action's like pretty fun, I think I still prefer the combat of the original. Because, you know, the gameplay gets repetitive. And again, the game is short, so at least it's not too bad. So I'm not really, like, disappointed because I wasn't really going into the game expecting much. But even still...
This is the true work of a knight.
Be the first to strike.
I cannot believe they have a love subplot with Armand.
Take care.
Talk about the most left field thing ever. Oh, dude, he's the only human in the chapters, so of course he's gonna be the love interest. There's a way I want to describe this game, and it just feels empty. And I know the game, like, oh, it's Ragnarok, the end of the world, people die. I get that. But are you really telling me there aren't any other humans besides Armand? Like, Armand and the Anheriar, which they're dead, so they're not really human anymore. They're the only other people we see. This game is, like, heavily lacking in characters. Like, the character amount. Not, like, how good their characters are. This game is lacking in, like, character amount. Like, I get it, it's the end of the world, but I still feel like you can at least add a few more people. If Armand is here, Armand's like the only human that's not an Anheriar, so of course he's gonna be relevant, and it seems like they wanted to have some kind of like character moment for the Valkyrie, which is good. I'm not against them doing that, I just think the way they did it was lazy. I guess lazy is the word I'm looking for. It was just really lazy. There was no... The only build-up we got was Valkyrie meeting with Armand every now and then, but even then, their conversations were never like, oh my word, Armand, like, knows Valkyrie or something. But, you know. Like, there was no build-up in their talks, like, oh, you look familiar, or like, oh, what is it about you? Like, I mean, the only build-up I can think of was Valkyrie learning more about humans. But that's not really so much build-up to the relationship. That's build-up to Valkyrie becoming more human, or re-becoming human. So I don't know. It was just kind of like, oh, obviously you keep meeting him in these places, so obviously he's gonna be relevant, so. Yeah, It just feels really lazy, in my opinion.
Come forth, Cypher.
I got a new game with high expectations and was left disappointed. Yeah, me too. Scarlet Nexus. Scarlet Nexus is my biggest example. I had high hopes for that game, and I was really disappointed. Again, it wasn't a bad game, but it didn't meet any of my expectations. It was Bandai Namco, and I'm like, oh, the people that made Tales of, I'm looking forward to it. And while the game was good, it wasn't really like I had higher expectations than this game, honestly. So, yeah.
I will not fail. Not this time.
Yeah, don't fail, don't fail. Go Cypher. I meant honestly, Nibelung Valeshi here. Honestly, Scarlet Nexus taught me
An impressive feat.
that when I'm going into, like, not a new IP, but when I'm going to something like a reboot or something, unless it's a franchise I like Tales of or Final Fantasy, I go in with limited expectations. I haven't been super hyped for a game since, well, Tales of Arise, but it's a Tales of game. But, and Tales of Arise met those expectations. Haven't really been super hyped and disappointed in a while since Scarlet Nexus. Because mostly nowadays I keep my expectations in check. Oh, this is where I get the rest of the Hollow Blossom. Oh, hi. I'm just gonna talk about the rest of the credits, but like, it really feels like they were going through the game and they didn't know what they wanted to do. Again, I don't think the story is like bad per se. I think the overall structure of the story is neat. They just didn't do enough with it. Like, keep the story the same, but they really, I'm not saying make the game longer. I mean, I guess I am. I guess I am saying make it like 5 to 10 hours longer, because probably what I'm about to say would involve making the game longer. But yeah, it's just like, I'm just like, it feels like the overall premise is interesting, and I'm fine with the premise being the way it is, but what they should have done differently was add more build up to the Valkyrie's character and this whole Armand and Valkyrie love thing if they really wanted to go that route. They had minor stuff with Valkyrie, like, oh, like, an Anhariar talks to her, and there's like, oh, Valkyrie learning more about humans. So they had minor stuff, but not enough. I wouldn't have minded a retread of Lucian and Lenneth's subplot if they did it well, but this is not doing it well. This is like the most forced and lazy way to do it. I'm not all that surprised they went berserk. I'd have my own thoughts about this mess myself, so if we do nothing, Asgard will be turned into a barren wasteland, so what we do what we must. Words.
This should be easy.
Really? And skip battles, which I hate. At least this game doesn't seem like it's gonna be long in this chapter. Dude, there are probably multiple endings. Depending on how much time is today, I might actually try picking that option with Armand and seeing what happens. We're not gonna get all the endings in the playthrough because I don't know how to activate them all. But I might actually go out of my way to see that one with Armand. I just want to see what happens. I mean, I'd imagine it probably just like ends the game or something. Maybe it's like a bad ending. Because think about it, if she doesn't be a Valkyrie, she doesn't save the world. So I am kind of curious. That was a bad time to do it.
Divine assault. This is your salvation.
Oh, I hit both of them. Nice. It just shows one.
May you find strength in battle.
I shall. How's this weapon doing? It's at C. It's still at D, not C. It's got to be at C for the skill. Still more, huh? All right.
As you command.
Can't use Meteor Swarm or a Free Caress. Now I could. We're under the ground. And we will do Meteor Swarm right here. Actually, no, I can't. I could hit you a few. It's over. Burn to the ground.
May you find strength in battle.
Get him, Taika. Get him, Taika. Crush this fool. Ow. I need a punishment blast back. Only have level 2 though, not level 3.
Let this be an elegy for battle.
Hey, die?
May you find strength in battle.
No, come back! I wanna hit you with darkness. Gems, gems. Oh my word. Oh, get this, get you guys bundled up.
Not good enough.
Nice.
Piper, answer my summons.
Get everyone here.
Please, I will handle this. Christopher, fight and fulfill your destiny. Not accustomed to fear.
The meteor swarming. There we go. Need more demon lances. That should hit. It didn't hit. I thought it would hit.
We end this here.
Yeah, we do end this.
Futile attack.
Futile attack.
Take this blade.
Everything's fitting into place.
Read you like a book.
These die. Ow.
Christopher, fight and
You're
fulfill.
not weak to earth.
I'm right behind.
Break your dumb shield. That's why I think of your shield. Oh, get him, Egan. Dude, I forgot to change the skills again. I'm just gonna add everyone's level 3 skills. Like the Inheritor attacks, I could care less what they have.
Pulverize.
Goodbye.
This is the true work of a knight.
Your purification is at hand.
Let me add these Inheritor attacks. I'm honestly just gonna put all the newer ones. Oh, you just go down, okay. And there was something else. I wanna take out I don't like auto summoning. I like to summon. Because sometimes I get summons and then I'm like, I waste my soul gauge. I like to be in control of that, basically. Alright, seems like this chapter is just like waves of battles, huh? I mean, then again, that's what most of this game is. Don't make the same mistake I did. That beast is evil through and through. Take this arm, or lack of one. That is a proof. Curse the day I was foolish enough to buy into her madness. Hang on. If that's that can't be the end, though. How do I get that verdant blossom and verdant and hollow blossom over there? I mean, again, I don't really care about blossoms. I'm so done with blossoms at this point. I'm getting the ones I find, and that's like it. Did I ever get this weapon to see? Oh, it's so close. Oh, I can't go this way. Oh, that's not the way. This is the way. Is this the final area? Where we do some bosses? Never mind, there's a giant hole. Like from FF10 too.
What could this pit be? Perhaps a part of Fenrir's domain that has been excavated. It might be recent.
I can sense Fenrir's presence.
Where does this hole lead to?
One way to find out.
Come on. Fenrir must be lurking within.
So is that like the point of no return? Probably. I wonder how I get those other blossoms. Ah! Spore-soaked man. Okay. Alright. I don't know how I'm supposed to get those, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really care. I just want to finish the game at this point. This is probably like the point of no return, like the final fight. Maybe there's like 2 boss fights.